What's the one thing you would never buy second-hand? A couch. I used to work at a pest control company, and the number one thing that brought them in was used furniture, but usually a couch. Those ducks are terrifying. They hide in tiny cracks and crevasses during the day and then come out to feed on you at night. You don't notice until it's too late. You'll start waking up with itchy bites, see little red sprinkles in the seams of your mattress, and eventually see them. One single pregnant female on a throw pillow is all it takes. The male stabs the female in the abdomen, literally, one time, and she's pregnant for life and off to make your life miserable. Then you have to pay $2,500 plus for a company to treat them. And if they miss one pregnant female, my best friend takes in hobos all the time. I mean, I couldn't do it, but I'm glad people like him exist. He's literally turned lives around with it, and the last guy has his own place he rents now and he's doing really well. Anyway, when he first moved him in, he was in bad shape. I met him when I noticed shoes sticking out of the bushes in the front of the place. Found a dude the knocked out cold cuddling a half-empty bottle of vodka. He found a bed bug in the living room and called the exterminator. When they finished heating the place up, all around the recliner where he slept were dead bugs. He had only been there a month and it got that bad where he was sleeping. He sat his bag behind the recliner and kept his clothes in a plastic drawer beside the recliner. That's probably why it was so bad, because he was infested. His son is my daughter's best friend and I didn't want to keep them apart, but I didn't want bed bugs either. I knew it was a risk, but we had a whole regiment before he came over. Clean clothes in the dryer for 30 minutes on high, fresh shower, dress at the back door without your clothes touching the floor and come over, take shoes and socks off outside, put on a pair of new socks I had purchased for him as he came in the door. We didn't get them, but I spent the whole time freaking the duck out because that stuff is literally my biggest fear. I was in the military over a decade ago. Me and another sergeant were inspecting our soldiers' rooms, but he was a bit of an oddball with some strange quirks. Wasn't a very formal deal, just sort of walking through doing a cursory check. Towards the end, sort of shooting the stuff with the soldiers as we check. It was obvious guy had a clean trash bag covering up stuff in bottom of his trash can. Lift bag, and don't you know, it's a full-sized fake rubber butt. The other sergeant with me comes over and lifts it up, and is like, oh, check this out. Look, it's got a pussy hole and everything. The soldier says he is throwing it out because he has used it a few times without cleaning it, and I respond with beautiful while rolling my eyes. However, the other sergeant is fascinated with this thing. He's now fully inspecting it on the countertop, looking it over like he's a quality control inspector. You were throwing it out because it hasn't been cleaned the last couple times, the sergeant asks. The soldier says yes, while we are kind of looking at each other like WTF is going on here. The sergeant spends a couple more seconds looking at it, smacks the fake butt, then throws it under his arm and begins to walk out. I'll throw it out for you, no worries man, and he walks right out the door. I remember just standing there in shock, like did you really just do that? Then all of us bust out laughing and I said I told you man, that's one strange mother ducking dude. Craziest part was when the story got around the unit. The other sergeant would openly brag like he got some hidden treasure and we were the suckers that missed out. One of the grossest, but funniest things I've ever seen. Lol.